Ever wonder how a Sigma female truly shows she's in love? You might think it's through getting physical or grand gestures, but is that really the way to express love? For the Sigma female, love isn't about the obvious displays. It's in the subtle, often unseen ways she expresses profound affection. Her love is deep, thoughtful, and rooted in emotional connection. Prepare to have your understanding of love transformed as you discover the quiet but powerful ways these independent women reveal their true feelings. Hey there, Sigma ladies. Today, we're going to talk about something close to your heart: how you show love. You're known for your independence and strength, but there's so much more to you when it comes to relationships. What if I told you that your way of showing love is different from what society expects? What if your quiet, fierce loyalty is more powerful than all the grand gestures? Stick around, because we're about to explore how Sigma females express love in ways that might surprise you, and maybe even challenge everything you thought you knew about relationships. Let's start with something we've all heard before. Actions speak louder than words. But for Sigma females, those actions often don't look like what people expect. Most people think loyalty in a relationship means grand gestures, public displays of affection, or showing up all the time. But you're a master of subtlety. You don't need to shout your feelings from the rooftops. In fact, you probably find that kind of stuff exhausting. You love deeply, quietly, but fiercely, and that's exactly what we're about to explore. Let's get into the 9 exciting things Sigma females only do for the men they love. 1. Sacrificing her own comfort for his happiness. Sigma females don't just say they love someone. They show it in the most genuine way, by putting the other person's happiness before their own, even if it means stepping out of their comfort zone. It's not about empty promises or grand gestures, but about doing the quiet, meaningful things that make a real impact on the person they love. Whether it's staying up late to support his dreams, sacrificing a bit of their personal space or time, or simply making sure he feels loved and understood, a Sigma female is all in. No questions asked. A Sigma female might be someone who's used to being independent, someone who thrives in her own space and routine, but when she loves someone, she's willing to adjust her world for them. It's about creating a balance where both people feel valued, where she can still honor her own boundaries while making sure his needs are met. For a Sigma female, showing love often involves compromise. She knows that love is about more than just doing what's comfortable. It's about making the other person feel heard, understood, and supported, even when it means stepping outside of the bubble she's worked hard to create for herself. Whether it's rearranging her schedule so she can spend time with him, or giving up some of her favorite hobbies for a while because she knows it's important to him, a Sigma female isn't afraid to make sacrifices. It's not about losing herself or abandoning her own happiness, but about balancing her own well-being with the desire to see her partner happy. If her partner has a big presentation or a stressful work deadline, a Sigma female will be the one offering quiet support from the sidelines, even if it means staying up late or rearranging plans. She might quietly sacrifice her own sleep to listen to him vent about his day, offering advice or just a comforting presence. She won't expect anything in return. Her happiness comes from seeing him succeed or simply feel appreciated. It's the little things that matter the most. It could be something as simple as making sure his favorite meal is on the table when he gets home after a long day, or finding ways to cheer him up when life gets overwhelming. The Sigma female understands that love isn't just about receiving affection. It's about giving it without expecting something back, doing things because they come from a place of care, not obligation. And she's not doing it for recognition either. She doesn't need to be told she's appreciated or praised for her efforts. Her reward is in knowing that her love has had an impact on his life, that he feels seen and cared for in a way that goes beyond the surface. For a Sigma female, it's not about dramatic, attention-grabbing acts of love. It's in the quiet, constant presence, in the sacrifices made for the other person's happiness, in the little things that might go unnoticed but add up over time to create a deep, lasting bond. She's there for him when it counts, even when no one else is watching. It's this quiet, powerful loyalty that defines how Sigma females love. It's not loud or flashy, but it's strong, unwavering, and true. If you're loving this so far, go ahead and give this video a like and drop a comment, letting me know how you support the ones you love. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. 2. Fighting battles for him, even when he doesn't ask. Sigma females don't need someone to ask for help. If they see the love of their life struggling, they're right there beside him, quietly taking on the world to protect what's theirs. It's not about waiting for him to ask or needing a sign that he's struggling. Sigma females have an innate sense of when something isn't right. They can tell when their partner is feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or even when he's just carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. And when they sense that, they jump into action. They don't need to be asked. The Sigma female's loyalty runs deep, and she doesn't require any prompting to show up when it matters most. She's the one who quietly steps in to take on the challenges, whether they're emotional, practical, or even personal, because she knows her partner's happiness and well-being are worth fighting for. It's not about making a big scene or demanding recognition for her actions. She does it because it's part of who she is. A protector, a silent warrior, someone who loves deeply without the need for validation. He doesn't always have to ask for help, because Sigma females already know what he needs before he says a word. They've learned to read him, to understand his emotions without him having to articulate them. This ability to intuitively sense his struggles is what sets Sigma females apart. When he's having a rough day at work or dealing with personal battles, she's the one who will take care of the little things, like making sure dinner is ready when he gets home or handling some responsibilities he's too tired to deal with. She will step in and fight the battles for him in a way that doesn't feel like an imposition. It's like an unspoken understanding. He doesn't need to ask, and she doesn't need praise. She just does it because she loves him and she wants to make his life easier. She fights the battles that no one else sees, whether that's dealing with people who have wronged him, standing up for him when he's not around, or offering emotional support when he's struggling in silence. Sigma females protect their loved ones not through grand gestures, but through their constant, unwavering presence. They're the ones who will defend his honor even when it's not easy. They will stand up for him even when no one else will, simply because they know what he's worth. And they do all of this without seeking attention for their efforts. It's not about making a scene or showing off how much they do. They fight those battles because their loyalty is fierce and their love is unconditional. When the world feels like it's against him, the Sigma female is right there by his side, not waiting for an invitation, but stepping forward to make sure he never feels alone in his struggles. She becomes his rock, his silent defender, always watching out for him and ensuring that he has what he needs to overcome any obstacle life throws his way. And that's the essence of what a Sigma female does. She's there, always, fighting the battles for him even when he doesn't ask. 3. Creating magical moments out of thin air. Who else can turn an ordinary day into something unforgettable? Sigma females have this incredible ability to create moments that feel like magic, whether it's a surprise date or just a quiet moment shared in silence. It's never the big gestures, it's the thoughtfulness that counts. They don't need extravagant plans or flashy ideas to make someone feel special. For them, the magic is in the little details, the quiet gestures that go unnoticed by others but leave a lasting impact. Whether it's taking a simple walk under the stars, leaving a handwritten note with a meaningful message, or planning a spontaneous adventure, Sigma females know how to make any moment feel extraordinary. They understand that love isn't about grand displays. It's about making someone feel valued in a way that only they can. What makes these moments so magical is the thoughtfulness behind them. Sigma females don't just do things because it's expected, they do them because they genuinely want to make the other person feel seen and appreciated. It's in the way they remember the smallest details about someone, their favorite color, their favorite song, the way they take their coffee, and use those details to create something truly special. A Sigma female can take something as simple as an afternoon together and transform it into an experience that feels unique and unforgettable. Maybe it's making a quiet dinner at home feel like a celebration, or maybe it's taking the time to reflect on shared memories, showing appreciation for everything that makes the relationship meaningful. These moments are full of thoughtfulness, intention, and heart. It's about creating a space where the other person feels safe to be themselves, where they can just be present in the moment without feeling rushed or distracted. In these moments, Sigma females make time stand still. Even if it's a small, simple act, it's done with such care that it feels larger than life. It's not about doing something just to impress. It's about creating an experience that's authentic, personal, and meaningful. A Sigma female can make a rainy day feel romantic or turn a quiet evening into a beautiful memory. It's not about spending money or going to fancy places. It's about finding beauty in the everyday and being able to share that beauty with someone they care about. These magical moments don't need to be planned out or rehearsed. They just happen naturally when a Sigma female is fully present, fully invested in the moment, and fully committed to making it special. Whether it's a spontaneous adventure or a quiet moment of connection, these moments have a way of staying with you long after they've passed. They're the kind of moments that remind you why you're in the relationship in the first place. The kind of moments that make you feel lucky to be loved by someone who sees the magic in life's simplest pleasures. For a Sigma female, the true magic is in the intention behind the moment, the care put into making it special, and the way it makes the other person feel cherished, even if it's just for a few minutes. She creates these moments without effort, but they leave an impression that lasts forever. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you recognize these qualities in your relationships? Like, comment, and subscribe to stay tuned for more. 4. Enduring the ultimate vulnerability. Sigma females don't let anyone in easily, but when they do, it's real. The moment they trust someone enough to show them their true self, that's a level of vulnerability that's so deep, it can't be matched. Sigma females are selective about who they let into their inner world. They understand the weight of trust, and they don't give it away lightly. It's not that they're afraid of being vulnerable, it's just that they've learned to protect themselves from those who don't deserve to see the real them. They've built walls over time, walls that protect their heart and their emotions, and only those who earn their trust can break them down. But when a Sigma female does decide to let someone in, it's because she genuinely believes in that person, in the bond they share. It's not about being reckless with her feelings. It's about making a conscious choice to be vulnerable because she believes the person she's opening up to is worthy of that trust. For a Sigma female, being vulnerable means showing all the parts of herself, her strengths, her flaws, her dreams, her fears, and trusting that the person she's with will see the beauty in all of it. It's not about perfection. It's about being authentic and allowing someone to see her in her most raw, unguarded state. This vulnerability is deep, real, and transformative. When a Sigma female lets someone in, she's giving them access to a part of her that's been carefully guarded for so long. She's showing them her fears, her insecurities, her scars, things that most people never get to see. It's a moment of true intimacy, where she allows herself to be truly seen for who she is, without any masks or pretenses. Sigma females aren't afraid to be seen for who they are, flaws and all. They know that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. It takes courage to let someone see the parts of you that are imperfect or vulnerable, but for a Sigma female, that's what makes the connection with someone so powerful. It's in those moments of true vulnerability that trust and intimacy are built. When a Sigma female lets someone into her world, it's because she feels safe enough to share her deepest truths. She knows that love isn't about hiding behind walls or pretending to be someone she's not. It's about being accepted for everything she is, including the parts that are messy or imperfect. It's about being real and raw with someone who is worthy of that level of trust. The person who earns a Sigma female's vulnerability is someone who understands that it's a gift, not a given. It's a sign of deep connection and loyalty. For a Sigma female, allowing someone to see her vulnerable side is one of the most meaningful ways to show trust and love. It's a bond that can't be easily broken, because once someone has seen her true self, flaws and all, they've earned a place in her heart that is rare and precious. This vulnerability isn't something she offers to everyone, but when she does, it's the truest form of love she can give. 5. Stepping into his dreams like they're her own. When a Sigma female loves someone, she doesn't just stand by while he chases his dreams. She steps into them as if they're her own. She doesn't just cheer him on from the sidelines, offering empty words of encouragement. She invests in his passions as much as he does, understanding that his dreams are a reflection of his heart, his dedication, and his future. She knows that supporting his dreams is one of the most intimate ways she can show her love. It's not about her getting something in return. It's about the shared journey and the belief that they are building something together. When he talks about his goals, she listens deeply, and she sees the potential, the sacrifices, and the hard work it takes to get there. She doesn't just hear the words, she understands the essence of what he's trying to create. And in that understanding, she doesn't hold back. She makes his dreams her own by stepping into them, offering her time, energy, and ideas to help him achieve what he's set out to do, whether it's supporting him in his career or encouraging him to pursue a passion project. She is there, not just as a partner, but as a true teammate. She's in it with him every step of the way. It's not about taking over or trying to control the outcome. It's about being there, quietly working beside him, ensuring he has everything he needs to keep moving forward. She helps him navigate the challenges, even when they don't directly affect her. When he's tired, she picks up the slack. When he feels uncertain, she's the one who reminds him of his worth and his ability to succeed. She doesn't wait for him to ask for help, because she already knows how important his dreams are to him and to their future together. Stepping into his dreams also means aligning her goals with his, finding ways to create a life together that supports both of their visions. She doesn't see it as giving up her own aspirations. Instead, she sees it as creating a shared vision where their dreams intersect and amplify each other. She sees how his dreams fit into her own and how they can complement one another in ways that make both of their futures brighter. For a Sigma female, it's not about sacrifice, it's about synergy. When he succeeds, she feels like she's succeeded too. His happiness and fulfillment become hers, not because she's seeking validation, but because she truly cares about seeing him reach his full potential. She is his biggest cheerleader, his confidant, and his partner in building the life they both want. But her support doesn't come with strings attached. She doesn't need to be constantly reassured or shown gratitude. Her motivation comes from seeing him grow, watching him become the best version of himself. The Sigma female understands that love means stepping into the dreams of the person she loves, even when it requires effort, compromise, and patience. It's not about being in the spotlight, it's about standing behind him, lifting him up when he needs it, and making sure that together they create a future they're both proud of. 6. Fighting the world together. When life throws its challenges at him, the Sigma female is there, standing by his side, ready to face the world together. The world can be harsh, unfair, and overwhelming, but she knows that in a partnership, strength comes from unity. A Sigma female doesn't shy away from the tough moments. She doesn't expect her partner to fight battles alone. In fact, when the pressure is high and everything feels like it's falling apart, she steps up, not just as a partner, but as a warrior beside him. She doesn't wait for him to ask for help. She sees the strain in his eyes, the weight on his shoulders, and she doesn't need to be told what he's going through. She just knows. It's this deep, intuitive connection that allows her to step in and fight right alongside him. Whether it's an emotional battle, financial struggle, or a tough decision that needs to be made, a Sigma female's loyalty is unwavering. She understands the importance of sticking together through thick and thin. She doesn't back down when things get tough. In fact, she rises to the occasion. When he faces criticism or feels like the world is turning against him, she's the first one to defend him, even if no one else will. She won't allow anyone to attack him or undermine his worth. Her protective instincts kick in, and she becomes a force to be reckoned with. It's not just about fighting external forces, it's about fighting for their bond, their dreams, and their shared future. The world can be full of challenges, but a Sigma female knows that with the right person by her side, no challenge is insurmountable. She's not looking for a relationship where everything is perfect. She's looking for a partnership where both of them are strong enough to face whatever life throws their way. When she's with him, it's not just about being in a relationship. It's about building something resilient, something that can withstand time and adversity. She doesn't need to be in the spotlight or get credit for her efforts. She fights the battles silently, behind the scenes, making sure he feels supported every step of the way. It's not about showing off how strong she is. It's about being the quiet force that keeps the relationship grounded and steady. She knows that love isn't just about the good times. It's about being there during the bad ones too. She understands that in life there will be setbacks, disappointments, and struggles. But when they come, she won't leave him to face them alone. Together, they take on whatever the world has to offer. Because for a Sigma female, love isn't just about sharing the good times. It's about sharing the tough times and coming out stronger on the other side. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty, to fight alongside him, to be the one who lifts him up when he can't do it himself. Fighting the world together means standing united, no matter how big the battle. It's a love that doesn't shy away from difficulty. Instead, it embraces it with the knowledge that together there's nothing they can't overcome. 7. Transforming ordinary days into unforgettable experiences. For a Sigma female, it's never just another day. It's an opportunity to turn the mundane into something extraordinary. While the world around her might be caught up in routines, she has this amazing ability to transform an ordinary moment into something unforgettable. It's not about making every day a grand event. It's about bringing depth, meaning, and intention into the simplest of moments. A walk in the park, a quiet evening at home, or even a car ride can feel like a special occasion when she's involved. She has a way of making everything feel significant, no matter how small or ordinary it may seem at first. It's in the way she notices the little details. The smile he gives when they're sharing a cup of coffee, the sound of his laugh when they're reminiscing about an old memory. Sigma females know that life is made up of these moments, and they don't let them pass by unnoticed. Instead of waiting for a special occasion to create meaningful memories, they create magic in the everyday. They understand that it's the small moments that matter the most. A Sigma female doesn't need a big celebration to show how much she cares. She'll take a simple day spent together and make it feel like something extraordinary. Whether it's a spontaneous date idea, a surprise lunch break visit, or simply enjoying the silence together, she knows that the best memories often come from the quiet, unscripted times. This ability to make ordinary days feel special isn't about buying expensive gifts or making grand gestures. It's about being fully present, fully engaged in the moment. She knows that love isn't just about the big milestones, it's about the quiet moments that build the foundation of a strong relationship. For her, it's the stolen glances, the inside jokes, the spontaneous adventures that make life worth living. A Sigma female is a master of turning the ordinary into the extraordinary through her creativity and thoughtfulness. She doesn't need an excuse to make someone feel special. She will find ways to add little touches of magic to everyday life, from planning a cozy evening at home with all his favorite things, to transforming a regular drive into a mini adventure by stopping at a scenic spot just because it feels right. It's about being in the moment with her, making sure that each minute spent together is filled with intention and connection. For a Sigma female, it's not about doing things because they're expected. It's about doing things because she wants to make the moment meaningful. She understands that relationships aren't built on big moments alone. They're built on the quiet, consistent moments where both people feel valued and appreciated. It's not about the elaborate plans or expensive dates. It's about the simple, authentic experiences that come from sharing time together. These are the moments that leave a lasting impression, the ones that stay with you long after the day has ended. The Sigma female knows how to take the ordinary and turn it into something beautiful, simply by putting her heart into it. Whether it's laughing over a movie, taking a spontaneous trip, or just enjoying each other's company in silence, she makes every moment count. She makes the ordinary unforgettable simply by being present and loving in her unique, subtle way. Pause for a moment. If this resonates with you, give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment on how you turn everyday moments into something special, and of course, subscribe for more. 8. Revealing a side of her. No one else gets to see for the Sigma female. Vulnerability isn't given away easily, but when she does reveal herself, it's not just a glimpse, it's a complete, raw and honest look into who she truly is. She has layers that no one else gets to see, not because she's hiding them, but because she understands the importance of trust and the depth of what it means to let someone in. She doesn't give access to her true self to just anyone, and certainly not to someone who hasn't earned her trust. But when she does let someone see the parts of her that others don't, it's a gift that shows her complete loyalty and commitment. These are the moments where the Sigma female isn't just putting on a face for the world. She's letting you in, showing you her most genuine self, her fears, her dreams, her flaws, and everything in between. She's not perfect, and she doesn't pretend to be. She has moments of weakness, moments where she's unsure, and times where she's vulnerable. But she won't just show that side of her unless she knows you're someone who will value and protect it. A Sigma female is deeply self-aware, and she has a strong sense of who she is. This awareness allows her to confidently show the world only what she chooses, knowing that her true self is more than just a surface-level version. She's selective, but when she lets someone in, she's showing them the real woman behind the cool, independent exterior. It's a side of her that not everyone gets to see, and that's what makes it so special. For her, love means opening up in a way that isn't always easy. It means trusting someone enough to show them the parts of herself that others don't see, the vulnerability that can make her feel exposed, and the emotions that she's learned to keep hidden from the world. But she knows that real connection is born from these moments of rawness, and so, for the right person, she'll share her world in its most unfiltered form. This doesn't mean she's constantly revealing herself or searching for emotional support. It means that when she does let her guard down, it's because she truly trusts that person to handle her vulnerabilities with care and respect. She's not afraid to show the side of her that is gentle, the one that may not always fit the strong, independent image others see. She may have a nurturing side, a playful side, or even a deeply sensitive side that she doesn't often reveal to the public. These are the sides of her that only those closest to her will experience. When a Sigma female lets someone see this side of her, she's allowing that person to witness her at her most authentic, and that's a powerful thing. It's an intimacy that cannot be forced or manipulated. It's earned over time through trust, respect, and mutual understanding. This is the part of love that most people don't see, and it's the kind of vulnerability that only a select few ever experience. She doesn't give this side of herself lightly. It's rare, it's valuable, and it's something that, once given, can form an unbreakable bond between the two of them. When she opens up in this way, it's a sign of her deep commitment to the relationship and the person she's chosen to share this side of herself with. It's a reminder that the Sigma female's love is deeper, more layered, and more profound than anyone might realize. 9. Making him feel like the only man in the world. For the Sigma female, making her partner feel truly valued is not about grand gestures or constant praise. It's about making him feel like he's the only one who matters at that exact moment in every little thing she does. She has this incredible way of making him feel seen, heard, and understood, as if he is the center of her world, without ever overshadowing her own needs or identity. It's the subtle, everyday actions that carry the deepest meaning, whether it's giving him her undivided attention during a conversation, remembering the smallest details about him, or making sure he knows she's there for him. A Sigma female has a way of making a man feel like he's the most important person in her life. She doesn't need to constantly remind him of her love. It's in the way she engages with him, listens to him, and shows up for him without hesitation. She knows that actions speak louder than words, and so she speaks to him through the little things, like preparing his favorite meal, or showing up to support him in a way that lets him know she's paying attention to his needs and dreams. She isn't one to indulge in empty flattery or superficial gestures, but when she does show affection, it's grounded in something real. For a Sigma female, it's not about competition or comparisons. She isn't trying to make anyone else feel less significant in order to elevate him. Instead, she works to make him feel special in ways that are unique to him. She recognizes his strengths, celebrates his individuality, and is always there to remind him of his worth, even when he's unsure of it himself. She has a quiet, powerful way of making him feel truly appreciated for who he is, not just for what he can do. In a world that's often loud and demanding, she creates a space where he feels truly seen, without pressure or expectation. Her love is not conditional or based on what he can offer her. It's unconditional, rooted in a deep respect and admiration for the person he is, just as he is. Whether it's offering a comforting touch during a stressful moment, laughing together over shared memories, or supporting him when he faces challenges, she ensures that he feels like he's the only man in the world at that moment. It's not about needing to be in the spotlight. It's about giving him the spotlight when he needs it most, showing him that in her eyes he's irreplaceable. She gives him the space to be himself, knowing that in doing so, she creates an environment where he can grow, feel secure, and thrive. A Sigma female makes him feel cherished, not by demanding constant attention or validation, but by simply being there, fully present, in the ways that truly matter. She is not just his partner, she's his biggest supporter, his confidant, his foundation. Through her actions, she teaches him what it feels like to be truly loved, not for what he does, but for who he is. In a world full of distractions and noise, the Sigma female's love stands out because it's focused, intentional, and real. She makes him feel like he's the only man in her world, and that's the most powerful thing she can offer him. I want to share an example with you. There's this woman, a true Sigma, who spent years supporting her partner through his tough journey. He was building a business, and she worked quietly in the background, sacrificing her own career growth to ensure his success. Every day, she gave him the kind of support that was beyond what most would expect. She didn't just sit by idly, but she contributed in ways that would never be seen by the outside world. Her contributions weren't flashy or loud. They were the quiet actions of love and care that made all the difference in his pursuit of success. She understood that the road to building something from the ground up would be long and uncertain, but she was there for him every step of the way. She wasn't seeking recognition, nor was she looking for praise. She just wanted him to succeed, and she was willing to do whatever it took to help him reach his goals. Sacrificing her own career growth was one of those quiet acts of love. She understood that in order to help him build the future they both dreamed of, she would need to put her own aspirations on hold. While her peers were climbing the corporate ladder or building their own ventures, she was giving up opportunities to stay focused on helping him succeed. This wasn't easy, and it certainly wasn't glamorous, but she did it without hesitation because she believed in his potential and in their shared future. She knew that her love was the kind that would empower him, not hold him back, and that his success would one day be their success. She worked tirelessly, handling the little things that mattered, whether it was managing their home, keeping their finances stable, or making sure he had the mental space to focus on his business. She knew the importance of being a steady foundation for him to lean on, even when the world outside didn't see the sacrifices she was making. It was never about seeking validation or attention for her efforts. She loved him because she believed in him, and that was enough. And then, one day, after years of hard work, his business took off. The success that followed wasn't just his alone. It was a reflection of both of their efforts, a testament to the sacrifices she had made in silence. The years of quiet dedication, the moments when she put her own dreams on hold, and the countless acts of love that no one else saw, all culminated in this moment. But even then, she didn't ask for credit. Her satisfaction came from knowing that together they had built something meaningful. That's the kind of loyalty Sigma females show, a loyalty that doesn't demand acknowledgement or recognition, but is pure, unwavering, and deeply rooted in love. So, what makes Sigma females so incredible in relationships? It's your quiet strength, deep loyalty, and ability to love in a way that doesn't require recognition. You don't need the world to understand the depth of your love because, honestly, you don't love for anyone but yourself and the one you choose. You turn ordinary days into extraordinary memories, and your love is felt in ways that words can't describe. It's not about seeking the spotlight or expecting applause for your actions. It's about doing what you do because it feels right in your heart. You show up every day in ways that matter, and you love in ways that make the people in your life feel seen, supported, and cherished. You're a woman who doesn't just exist in a relationship, you elevate it. Your love is felt in the quiet moments, the small gestures, and the sacrifices you make without ever asking for anything in return. You don't need the world to understand your love, because you already know that the ones who matter do. Your loyalty is a quiet force, and it's the kind of love that leaves a lasting impact on those lucky enough to experience it. So, Sigma ladies, how do you show love? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you express your love in these subtle, powerful ways. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to check out my other videos on relationship dynamics. Keep being the incredible woman you are, and keep shining.